I imagine that first half, obviously you'd like to see again, but what was kind of your assessment of it? I mean, obviously it was...
Well, we needed some shots to drop. When a team plays zone, you got to make some outside shots. And then you got to, you're also, because they're pretty spread out, you got to deliver in the post. And our Robin and Zach weren't producing anything. Our offense really got clicking when we went really small in the third quarter, and Christian was going to work in there on the post. That made a big difference. And because they were so spread out on our shooters that we were having trouble getting good looks for them. And that compacted it a little bit when you're able to score inside.
It felt like Washington was, really early was just jumping on the passing lanes and pretty active in their defense. And I'm sure that's something you expected, but were the guys just, Chandler thought maybe they were tense. Everybody was tense because it was do or die. Do you feel like it might have been?
And then there's always it's a kind of a goofy thing when you really think about it, that you play all year on one 3-point line, and then it moves back 20 inches for a playoff game, for an NIT game, and then you're playing a team that zones like that. Right. So it's like the circumstances came together poorly in that fashion. And not that, I'm not taking away from anything from Washington's defense, but you need every advantage you have or can get, and our advantage has to be making some threes, and we went 1 for 14 that first half. So,
Chandler definitely seemed like he was in this from the beginning. I mean, how inspired was one of your three teams? And Christian came through in the second half. How inspired was Chandler today? And were you happy to see him
That's what's so special about this group is Chandler. He fought to the very last horn, and he was just a warrior the whole night. And I'm just really proud of him. There's people that sit out bowl games and sit out postseason, and he's not about that, and that matters. He spent 4 years. He spent this whole year with this team. He was going to compete with them to the bitter end, and that's exactly what he did. And that's what made this team special, and that's why he's special, because they fought. They were down 16, came back, had a chance to tie it, and were right in it at the end. And that's what you can say what you want about us. Sometimes we look bad when we can't make shots. Sometimes we look great, but the one thing that's consistent is they just kept fighting, and they kept fighting all year long. And I was really proud of them.
They did. They really fought back in the third quarter. I think Chandler's steal and dunk in the third was kind of a statement. He yelled there. Did you feel what was it about that third quarter that you guys started?
Well, like I said, we went small. We found the lineup that was working, and we went. Christian went and delivered in the post, and that gave us some perimeter, freedom a little bit more, and it wasn't just so one-dimensional, because we have one guy that can kind of go by you and make plays, and that's Chandler, and then the rest of them have to do their job, and that's make some threes, and we didn't do that, and then we didn't score in the post, so we had neither.
And then in the fourth, obviously you guys were still playing well, but they started to really respond. It was like every time you cut, they got it back.
Yeah, for sure.
But you saw the guys, they had a chance to win it, or tie it, I guess, at the buzzer. How crazy was kind of the last 30 seconds for you?
It was crazy, and then, Lexus, that's just typical of our guys. He gets a shot blocked, it comes back to him, he doesn't quit on it, gets it up, and the thing goes in and out. Yeah, it goes, I thought it was in.
Right.
And then, which overtime would have been great to see, because, number 15 was out. That would have been big.
So obviously, this has to be it now. There is no more to the 2017-18 season. I know it's not easy to sum that up in any way, but what do you walk out of Alaska Airlines Arena feeling about this group of guys?
Well, really proud of them. They, like I said, they battled, they fought, they were blue collar. I think they made Boise State really proud the way they played and the way they played together. And I think there's some nights we were undermanned, but we never quit fighting. And there were some really big highs in this season, and there were some heartbreakers. And our heart was broken a little bit because we had such high expectations for this team, and we were so close to getting it. But you can never fault them because they always gave such a great effort. It was never about effort, and that always showed up. We always won the boards and the hustle plays and all those things. That showed up consistent. And, that's what I'm most proud of. And they were just a joy to coach all year. And it was a pretty special team it's always going to be one of my special ones here at Boise State.
I think a lot of people worry that, you've been here for 8 years and you might be ready to jump. Do people have to worry about that, or we're not even ready for that question?
No, that's not even the question right now.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
I don't, these guys, it just, like I said, they were a joy to coach. I love coaching them. I'm always honored to be the Boise State coach when you got a team that represents you so well and represents the community and the state, and people are proud of them when they watch them play, like I am, I think. And that's, like I said, that's why there was a lot of disappointment, because people really like this team, and that's how I felt too. I mean, a lot of people would love to see this team go play in the NCAA tournament, and we were so darn close. But like I said, you can never fault these guys for the way they were together, or the way they competed, or the way you had a guy get 39 tonight, and he was unselfish, and he made the right plays all night, and that's kind of who they are. So it was a special year for me, and I'm just pretty happy to have got to do it with these guys.